Hey Tammy, Travis here from Pegasus Online. Today I wanted to go over the uh, the updates to the site, which were the images and then the video. The video, obviously, I ran into that problem. I sent you an email about it, where I was trying to upload it to our YouTube channel, and they said that this is a duplicate video, and so because of that, they canceled it, and it's really frustrating. And they won't let me get past it because they're seeing that exact same video somewhere else. Uh, so if I could get that address, I can just update this. I wanted to go through the images, and I did see a few issues with some of the images as we go through. So the first one here, you'll notice that the image gets cut off. If you have another image that we can access that has more of a square crop, that would be best for this space. Because you can see that we have somebody getting cut off over here. So there's that area here, but it seems to be working. I also updated the text to "We travel to you," so now it says that. And then down here in the footer, this is really meant for a thin strip. So if you have a image that kind of has that panoramic view, that would be best. I do want to also talk a little bit about brand. Your colors are obviously black and red, and they're kind of leaning into that very city and modern and very cutting edge kind of feel. Bright lights and things like that. You had the photo shoot here in a park with the trees, and they look really really nice, but it's kind of disjointed. It's not really blending very well because nowhere else in the site we have pictures of green. We're seeing a lot of cars, reflections, light, things like that, and then these images kind of seem like they're a little bit out. One other image issue I had with this image down here, I just thought of, was that when we tried to compress it, because there's so much detail in the grass here and all the pieces in the background and stuff, when I tried to compress it, I had to compress it a lot in order for it to be a fast loading image. I can crop it to be just a strip. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. So when you refresh this site, you should just see a thin strip, because my goal is to actually get the logo up here to be in the center every time. So what I'm going to do is actually crop the image so it always lines up correctly. All right, so the next piece, this piece worked out perfect. So here we have the new Gutenberg update on your site. So what's really exciting about that is I was able to kind of place everything in columns and make it look really really nice. So here we have the images, and then the little bio, and then image and bio, and so it just creates this really nice layout. I also added a divider to really make a separation here. I kept the call to action up here because I thought the call to action is probably the most important thing you want on this page here. But yeah, overall, I'm really excited with how these came out. So those are the issues I'm seeing with the images. Lastly, we just need that video link wherever that may live on the homepage. So if we could get that would be fantastic. And with the green images and things like that, this doesn't need to be fixed immediately. I'm just saying overall with the brand, it's something to kind of consider. What I would look into, what would be really really cool is I'm a photographer myself, so what I have is what's called a pixel stick, and what it does is it allows me to kind of print like a checkered background or something like that behind an image, or not behind an image. It's an actual device I carry behind a car, and I can create a really cool background in an image, and then those lights will actually reflect off of the car. Here, I'm going to actually pull up an image so you can see what it looks like. Alrighty, welcome back. So this is the device here. It basically allows you to kind of just I say print, but it's really complicated. So you carry a stick. It looks just like this, kind of. Not quite though. But basically, what you can do is take like a checker pattern like this, and I could print that and see how it even reflects off the ground if it's wet or something like that. Here's another one with like a fire. So you can see how the fire kind of looks in the background. This would work really well with your brand, something like this. Using your brand red and things like that, you can kind of create this image around the van. I think it would look really, really neat. Here's another one kind of showing zebra stripes. Here's another one showing fire, kind of showing how that could look with fire in the background. So you could have a lot of fun with an image like this. So what I'd do is kind of, for a future shoot, kind of look for a photographer in your area that has access to this technology. It's called a pixel stick. And schedule an appointment with them. If I'm ever up in Portland, I'd be happy to do it because it's such a fun technique. Here you can kind of see it again. What you can kind of do. It looks magical, but basically what the person does is they just carry the stick thing and walk around the car, and it will actually create the reflections and all that. So really, really, really neat. I immediately thought that this would be really cool. Like here's one with some graffiti that I think would look really cool with the car too. And you can actually strobe it, so we could put people in the scene and things like that. Here's another one using gold. Basically, any image you want. I can even print your logo. So we could have multiple exposures where we do kind of something like this, where we had the checker in the background, and then in the foreground, I could do another exposure where we just get the Armor Auto logo in the foreground and get a really, really killer image. So with this pixel stick, you can kind of do anything you want. It's amazing. Technology. So that's something to kind of look forward to. I think the images can work now, but it does seem a little disjointed with your brand overall. So hope this helps, especially with future shoots. I could be in Portland. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to just do a road trip or something. But it'd be really fun to get one of these images or something. So anyway, have a good rest of your day. Overall, really liking the site, how it's looking. Really excited to get that video in here. One more thing with the video. If we could get it in a 1080p quality, that would keep it sharp. Here you can see how sharp the text is. If the video is in the quality that I received it in the email, that's at a 720p quality. What that would mean is it would be half the resolution, so everything would be a little fuzzy on the outside. So if we could get that video uploaded as a 1080p at a minimum, that would be the best, because it would give you that highest resolution, especially because the video is going to be shown over this entire area. And I can even show you what that video would look like. Here, I'm going to pause. All right, so I pulled up the video. Let me get it so you can kind of see. Really, really cool, by the way. Really digging the motion in here too. But you can kind of see how it's half the size right now. Let me see if I can run this. Oh, it's working. Okay. So if I size it to full size, that's what it'll look like. It doesn't look bad, actually. This could work. We do have the black bars above and below. So those will show up in the video here. You're going to have black bars here and then black bars here. So those are two things. That's a cinematic prop. So we're used to seeing that, but it's not quite, it won't, the website won't hide those lines, if that makes sense. These lines here, up above and below. And so what you're going to see in this area here is you're going to have a black bar here, and you're going to have a black bar down here as well. So that's pretty much all I have for the video piece, and that's pretty much everything. So have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.